Coco Gauff shocks the tennis world. 51-minute victory over Qinwan Zhang and a 15 illusion mic drop. It was supposed to be just another match. Another routine early round showdown between two rising stars. Coco Gauff, the fiery American phenomenon Qinwan Zhang, the Chinese powerhouse whose precision and discipline have made her a global favorite. But what unfolded under the Shanghai lights that evening was far from routine. It was electric. It was poetic. It was Coco Gauff at her most unfiltered, her most fearless, and as it turned out, her most philosophical. A 51-minute storm, a 15 illusion might drop, and a stunned tennis world left, asking, did we just witness the rebirth of champion or the rise of something even greater? The setting, a clash of generations and styles. The stadium was packed. The tension was thick enough to slice with a forehand. Gauff versus Jung wasn't just a match. It was an emotional collision of two continents, two philosophies, and two versions of tennis. Greatness. Qinwen Jung, methodical and disciplined, entered the court like a strategist at war. Quiet, calculating, unflinching. Coco Gauff, on the other hand, embodied chaos and creativity. Unpredictable angles, explosive movement, and a kind of self-belief that turns impossible shots into headlines. But no one, not the fans, not the commentators, not even her coach, could have predicted what Coco was about to unleash. 51 minutes of control fury. From the first rally, it was clear Coco Gauff was on another level. Her serves detonated off the court like cannon fire, her footwork fluid yet forceful. Jung tried to counter, but every adjustment met with an even sharper, faster response. It wasn't just athleticism, it was artistry. By the time Coco broke Jen's serve for the third time, even her opponent smiled in disbelief. Gauff was reading her game like a book. Every spin, every slice, every strategy preempted with a precision of a mind completely locked in. And then came the moment, the one that would be replayed across the world. For days, Coco launched an impossible cross-court winner on breakpoint, sending the crowd into chaos. She didn't scream. She didn't fist pump. She simply stared at her racket, then at the sky, and whispered something inaudible before walking back to her bench. Later, she would reveal those words were, "This is the version of me I was afraid to become." In just 51 minutes, Coco demolished Jung 6-1, 6-0, a result so staggering it felt unreal. But it was what happened after the match that turned victory into legend. The 15 illusion mic drop. Standing at the post-match podium, Coco Gauff did not speak like a 21-year-old athlete. She spoke like a poet, a philosopher, a woman who had just broken through something much deeper than sport. She began calmly, then unleashed a speech that blended reflection, symbolism, and metaphor so densely layered that the internet later dubbed it the 15 illusions. Here's how it began. People said I was too young to carry weight, but Atlas was once a child, too. The crowd went silent. Over the next 2 minutes, Coco weaved a series of 15 illusions, literary, cultural, even biblical, connecting her personal journey to the timeless struggles of heroes, artists, and dreamers. She spoke of Icarus and the danger flying too close to fame. She referenced Serena as her Odyssey guide to the storm. She invoked Phoenix, the mythical bird, when describing her comeback from setbacks. And then with a calm smile, she ended with the words, "Tennis gave me wings, but I had to learn when to land." The crowd erupted. Cameras flashed. Commentators were speechless. Coco Gauff hadn't just won a tennis match. She had delivered a sermon disguised as a victory speech. The meaning behind the words within hours. Her 15 illusion mic drop had become the most replayed post-match interview in tennis history. Social media flooded with breakdowns, analyses, and theories. Fans counted and listed each reference like hidden gems. In a song lyric atlas, burden and endurance, Icarus, ambition and caution, Phoenix rebirth, Serena Williams, mentor and inspiration, Cephas, resilience through repetition, Shakespeare's Tempest, chaos and calm, Achilles, vulnerability and greatness, Odyssey, journey, not destination, Daincy, sketches, perfection through imperfection, Maya Angelou, voice and identity, the moon, serenity amid tides, fire, passion that consumes or creates, echo, finding one's voice again, glass, fragility of fame, gravity, the weight that keeps us real. Every illusion was deliberate, every metaphor a glimpse into her mind. She wasn't performing, said her coach later. She was processing. That speech wasn't planned. It was her truth spilling out in poetry. Reaction from the tennis world. The tennis world went into meltdown. Billie Jean King tweeted, "Coco didn't just play, she composed. That was art, not sport." Serena Williams posted on Instagram, "That girl just redefined post-match interviews. Legends don't wait for age. They arrive when the world is ready." Even Rafael Nadal, usually stoic, commented during a press conference in Spain, "She speaks like someone who understands life already. We should listen, not just watch." Snorts. The clip was broadcast across every major sports network. Fans began referring to it as Coco's monologue. Coco's reflection after the chaos. A week later, Coco Gauff finally addressed a frenzy her speech had caused. During a sit-down interview, she laughed gently. When asked if the illusions were pre-written, "No," she said, "I was just saying what my soul wanted to say. Tennis is a language. Sometimes I just translate it differently." When asked if she understood how deeply her words resonated, she smiled again. If people heard something that helped them feel seen, that's the win that matters most. The interviewer pressed further. Would she ever make another speech like that? "Maybe," she said, "but only when it's real. You can't script emotion." The legacy of the mic drop in just 51 minutes. Coco Gauff had dismantled one of the fiercest competitors on tour. In just 2 minutes more, she dismantled the barrier between athlete and artist. Her victory became more than numbers on a scoreboard. It became a symbol of evolution. The 15 illusions, once cryptic, were decoded by fans not as riddles, but as reflections of every human being trying to make peace with pressure, expectation, and the need for meaning. Coco's story wasn't about dominance anymore. It was about balance. As one sports writer beautifully summarized, she reminded us that tennis isn't just about breaking serves. It's about breaking silence. A final note, when genius meets grace, Coco Gauff's 51-minute masterclass against Qiyuan Zhang will be remembered for its speed and precision, but history will remember her 15 illusion might drop for something greater, the merging of intellect and sport, the poetry of a player who dared to be vulnerable in victory. It's rare for a young athlete to command such depth, rarer still to express it with such eloquence. But that night, Coco didn't just play tennis. She wrote history, and as a crowd's cheers faded, her words linger like echoes from a future where greatness is measured not just in titles, but in truth. Tennis gave me wings, but I had to learn when to land. With that, Coco Gauff didn't just win a match. She defined an era. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next,